Yes, we are back. We've returned another week. We did not let you down. Welcome to Whatever with Jason Soto. I'm Jason Soto, the titular Jason Soto, if you will. Here with my awesome friend, Lisa Sally Haynes. Hello, Lisa.
Yes, me. How are you?
I'm excellent. You are here, and we are here with a Nick Rehak. Hello,
We are.
Nick. Welcome back.
Hey, thank you. Thank
Who
you.
almost
Welcome.
couldn't be bothered.
Welcome. Oh man. Oh, Lisa's throwing you shade, Nick. I don't know.
But
I
you know
don't
what?
know.
It's deserved. It's
The
deserved.
poking.
I can't even fight back.
Do I have reactions where I
we
can
have-
poke you?
We
No
have
reactions here.
we have in show infighting here.
I wouldn't say infighting, but more just like, what are you
Nope,
doing?
infighting.
Ding dong.
Put your dukes up. 10 rounds.
I got my Duke.
Do it.
I don't have Dukes. I have Duke.
You only got one hand? Holy
I have a
shit.
single Duke. Look,
More of a Miracle Whip household.
it went away. Hang on.
No, I'm kidding.
Where's my
very
Duke?
much into Duke.
See? Duke.
Oh, okay. Cool. I don't know that's going to show up on the video, but you know what? We'll go with it.
Should.
Before we go further, I have to obligate an obligation. That's probably not
There you
how
go.
you word that, but you know
are
what?
obligated.
I am obligated to
fulfill.
do an obligate of an obligation to our Patreon members. Sometimes I do things to make Lisa go crazy. To our $10 Patreon members, they give me $10 a month to make Lisa go crazy with my horrible grammar and all that good stuff. Silent Partner, thank you to Silent Partner. You are awesome, good people. Katie Coons, thank you so much to Katie. Brenda is an awesome person. Thank you to Brenda. Isabel, who is apparently camping in February. You can only do that in Texas, apparently.
That's true.
Like, it's probably the only place you could probably camp in dead middle of February. So Isabel
Also
is
get
out
the measles there.
out in the woods right now, fighting raccoons probably. Tim, thank you to Tim so much for being a $10 Patreon member. Rose, thank you to Rose, or we could be fancy and say Rose.
Oh, I do like a rosé.
Rose.
That's my favorite kind of sangria.
Thank you to Rose.
Rosé.
And then Sandy, thank you so much to Sandy.
So weird, right?
The rest,
It's very good, Nick.
that is, yeah.
It was really good.
Nick surprises me with his vocal stuff
Oh my
all
God,
the
that was good.
time. Like it's insane. Like how he's not a voice actor is beyond me. Voice people, hit him up. Hit up Rehak. You need him. The rest of the Patreons, I will thank you at the end of the show. But if you want to give us $10 and have your name said at the beginning of a really stupid podcast, you can go to patreon.com/rabbitholepods and it'll be worth the $10 a month. Trust me. You do not want to miss out on this opportunity. Okay. I read something interesting today. You both are kind of music people, so this is kind of a pop quiz. No Googling, okay? I'm going to trust you guys, all right?
No Googling.
There are two people who currently hold the top 5 spots of the Billboard charts. Who do you think those two people are?
Like right now, or
Right?
forever?
As we're recording this on February 17th, 2025.
I'm gonna guess one of them is Sabrina Carpenter.
No.
Okay,
That's a
gonna
good guess.
one of them is Chappelle Roan.
Chappell yes.
That's one of them.
That is one of them, yes.
Okay.
Who do you think the other one is?
Kendrick Lamar.
And Lisa finishes it. Kendrick Lamar, Chappell Roan have the top 5 spots of the Billboard Hot 100, whatever it's officially called. I don't know.
I think it's the Hot 100. Yeah.
Something. But here's the
Rehak and I
thing.
are very in line today.
Yeah. I'm glad there's at least 2 people here on the same wavelength. Now I didn't look it up. Who do you think has the more? Like, who do you think is like 3-2, or is it like a 4-1? Like,
I
what
think
do you
Kendrick
guys?
Lamar's got it because his Super Bowl performance kicked him into refresh.
I'm thinking
Okay.
3 and 2.
You thinking Kendrick has 3 and you almost had me saying
Yeah,
it.
because what? Chaperone's got Pink Pony Club and the one where
Hot to
she's hot to
go.
go. Yeah.
And then she's got a song called Good Luck Babe. And I
Yeah,
think
but
those
Good
are
Luck
her
Babe
top
was a summer
3.
banger. We're no longer in Brat Summer. We
Oh,
are
that's
now
fair.
in
That is fair.
Hunker Down Winter.
We are very much in hunkered down. Every man for themselves winter is where we're at right now. But that's kind of interesting, actually, because I don't know if that's ever been done before. If it was just
What's
two
that?
people
What's the
dominating.
answer? You didn't tell us the answer.
I did. We said it like
Who's got
5.
3 and 2?
Well, no, I didn't look that up yet.
Oh.
But I will find out. Billboard top 100.
It's funny because like I know who Chapel Roan is. I now know Pink Pony and Hot to Go are her. I would be able to recognize Hot to Go now. I don't know that I'd be able to recognize a single other thing she's done though.
Okay, it is. It is indeed Kendrick with the 3.
Yeah, because he's more recent right now, so he's more in people's brain.
And I'm guessing Not Like Us is one of them.
Yes.
I would assume it might be some of his older stuff based on the thing. It could be DNA.
No, it's all newer stuff.
Okay, well, never mind that.
Is Not Like Us the diss track?
So yes.
Yeah.
So Squabble Up is the other one.
Sure.
And then now I don't know the new album as well, but I guess he's got a song called Luther.
Sure.
And that's the 3rd one.
I'll take your word for it. And Not Like Us is the one that Serena was crib walking to.
Yes. Yeah. I love that, like, we're explaining all of this to Lisa like a 50-year-old aunt. Like she's at the dinner table at Thanksgiving and she's like,
who he's gonna squabble up his eggs.
There's a teacher at school who kept. I like Luther.
Idris is in it, right?
Luther, that nice boy, Luther Vandross. Is that who we're talking about?
Oh my God!
Didn't he pass away?
Know Luther Vandross?
He's on the Billboard Top 100.
He was a background singer for David Bowie's Young Americans.
Rosé's not gonna believe it.
True story.
But no, like I have nothing against either style of music. It's just not my realm. Like I was aware of Kendrick Lamar, I was aware of the Drake beef, but I can't tell you either. So I can tell you Hotline Bling because in my English class I use Hotline Bling as a pop sonnet, and I think it's only that because I don't think there are Kendrick Lamar ones. Although I should check now. But anyway, and also because, I watched the Super Bowl performance. And so I like the Crip Walk. I like that move. Like, I'm like, ooh, I'm not cool enough to do it, but I like watching it. So I sound like I'm 80 saying shit like that. But I like it. Like, I respect it.
Yeah. I mean, and I think you're right. The Super Bowl definitely did not hurt at all.
Yeah. I mean, last week I would say 3 and 2 in favor of Chappelle Roan, but, did I say it wrong again?
Yeah.
Chappell Roan.
Well, no,
God
Nick said it wrong, but Nick said it wrong the first time, which is even funnier.
Purposefully.
For some reason. Chapel.
Putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Speaking of Mrs. Roan,
there you go.
Calling it out now. In the next 6 years, Little Caesars is going to have a commercial about their hot and ready pizzas, and they're going to use Hot to Go.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, HOTTOGO pepperoni Hot to Go.
Yeah. No, you're
right.
not. You are not wrong.
And you know what? Your asshole becomes hot to go after eating that stuff too.
I do love me some Little C.
Oh, I do not love the after effect. I had a pizza from them. I mean, going on a decade ago, maybe longer, and I have never had it since.
Still feeling the effects of it.
Really?
Oh my God, it was
like
not good.
Gummy bear.
A decade ago.
It was bad. There was a bad after effect. I'm like, I will not do this again.
Wow. I mean, okay. Well, here's the fair thing about that, though, is when I was a teenager, I drank some Sunny D, and I had a terrible night.
I'm sorry.
Bathroom terrible night, like the whole night. But like, here's the other thing. It was my entire family too. Like we all drank the same like jug of Sunny D, and we were just taking turns the whole night to the point where
oh yeah, would never touch it again.
my mom, who did not do this, like never, hardly in her life, called Sunny D and was like, "Hey, we've been shitting our brains out for like 5 hours now. What the fuck is in this?"
Yeah, but the problem is they offer you free bottles of it. Who the hell wants that?
She was just letting them know. I don't think she even wanted anything. But no, I've never touched it since. I've never touched Sunny D ever since.
But you found out the hard way what the D stands for.
Thought it meant something else.
Nope, that's what it is. Yeah, I've never, and it somehow, for some reason, it comes up a lot. People are like, "Hey, I got Sunny D," and I'm like, "Nope, no, thank you, I'm good." You do not
hanging out with.
You do not. The people that have purple stuff and cola, that's also in the fridge. I am making a very obscure reference to a commercial.
I'm picking it up. Oh yeah, it's the Sunny D commercial. I'm like, purple stuff, the purple drink.
The purple stuff commercial. Yeah, that's like the most famous part of that commercial.
Yeah.
Because I would have drank the purple stuff. I think that's very elitist of Sunny D to look down upon purple stuff.
Well, I mean, the purple stuff had a lot of sugar in it, which is what they were trying to avoid.
And it's not sugar in Sunny D?
Oh, there certainly is, but less, I believe, than the purple stuff and in cola.
Combined.
I guess.
Which was their point, yeah.
I guess.
It was a healthy drink. Finger guns.
Then, why is it that astronauts take Tang to outer space?
That's because that was earlier. That was like 20 years before, 30 years before.
They could have changed
Now they
it.
take Sunny D.
Also, it's a powdery thing.
Ew, so there's just diarrhea floating around in the space station?
Well, it's because it's powdery.
No wonder nobody wants to go save those astronauts that's up there right now.
In space, nobody can hear you strain, apparently.
Ew. But with that stuff, you don't need to.
No, it just flows right out. Even the anti-gravity just makes it flow out easy, if you will. Anyway, to the YouTube viewers, you're getting a treat.
So is Lisa.
I think Lisa's ADHD medicines have not kicked in yet. So
no, I'm told I need to be reparented for those medications now.
So, whoa. You're in a waiting room office, apparently.
I'm art.
Lisa is art. Okay, to the listeners, I'm sorry. This is why you should probably watch the YouTube version of this. But to the listeners, we will continue on as if Lisa is not a shark mouth. Anyway,
It's like I've never been on Zoom before.
Is this your first day? We just got Lisa off the streets, you guys. I'm
telling you.
She's new around here. I'm not messing
This is
with
what
anything.
I'm like on vacation.
I'm happy with my podcast studio that I'm in right now. I don't need to change anything. I got the mic here. I need to fix this microphone. This one's been giving me problems lately.
It looks
I need to maybe switch this one out with maybe that one, because that one doesn't get used very often.
What's weird?
I may switch that one with that one.
You know what's weird? Like, because I always used to use my Yeti microphone.
Yeah.
And then when I switched my setup here, so now I've got my monitors up on a thing, everybody says that this sounds better than the Yeti mic. So now I feel like I have to change something and fix it.
That is weird.
I don't know what's going on.
It could be the way you have the mic set up and or positioned. You might be catching ambient sound where it's doing the full 360 rather than like a direct.
No, I don't have that turned on though, but yeah. I have to check it. I gotta check it.
That could be. That could be. Anyway, what have you guys been up to this past week? We haven't talked in a week. I think it's been over a week. Lisa's apparently bored.
I'm very entertained.
She drank the purple stuff.
I drank the purple
she
stuff.
definitely drank the purple. Rehak, let's go to you. What have you been up to? What's been going on? What you been digging on?
I have been building furniture for an upcoming baby.
Oh.
I got to. You know what? I got two fun things.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty jazzed about it. First one, went to a show last night. Had an absolute ball. There's a local Baltimore band called Uncle Kunkel's 1 Gram Band.
That's a name.
Interesting name.
They're a jam band with an emphasis on funk. And I saw them back in December open up for Dogs in a Pile, and they blew me away. And
Interesting.
So they were doing a show at a place like 20 minutes from me. So they tore it up. The headliner wasn't my scene, so I left after a little bit. But I was glad to support them. More importantly, some people know, some people don't. I also do brewery tours. Mm-hmm. I work for a brewery called Heavy Seas. It's one of the preeminent, big breweries in Maryland. One of the first, the OGs, some people call it. I do tours on the weekends.
Yep.
This is the 30th anniversary of the brewery this year, and they're bringing back old artwork and kind of doing a retro thing and a nostalgia thing and really just, getting people's attention again and drawing them in. I was looking at this old artwork back in October, November, and there was a little parrot character with a pirate character. And I said, hey, did the bird ever have a name? And they were like, I don't know, let me ask. And they went all the way to the top. They asked the founder, and he's like, yeah, no, we never named the bird. And so I started
throwing the first thing I did.
Right. I started throwing around jokey things, and I came up with the name Hopsy because there's hops in beer.
I see what you did there.
Clever.
Last week, they posted an Instagram video with Hopsy doing his thing, and they officially named him Hopsy in the comment section. So I'm like,
I love
all right,
that.
This is canon. It's official Heavy Seas lore. But then the taproom manager reached out to me and said, hey, do you remember what you texted me back in November? And I said, I don't. He sent me a screenshot, and apparently I said, if Heavy Seas ever officially names the bird Hopsy, I'm going to get a tattoo of that bird.
Oops.
So I'm a man of my word. I'm going to look through some of their artwork, try to find the best version of the bird, and figure out where to put it somewhere on my body.
I love this.
Okay.
It's going to be a real thing. I don't know when, but
they need to name a beer after you or let you name a beer.
That's the next step.
I mean,
that would be the
now
next progression.
You've got this legacy now.
Yeah.
It's only fair. You're getting it tattooed on you.
Yeah, I'm intertwined for forever.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I think your baby's middle name should be Hopsy now.
No, it's already nailed down her middle name.
All right.
Hopsy wouldn't sound right for a female middle name person.
You could do this. It's a thing you can do.
Like if it was Harper, yeah, I mean you can do like a Hopsy play on Harper, but that is
cute.
That's not her name.
Okay. That is really cool, though.
Yeah,
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
excited. You know what? It's not far off. That's actually not far off from the old pirate artwork
with the ears and the lipstick.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm happy the YouTube viewers are getting a show. And you put the lights on for the show. That's cool though. No, that's seriously that's pretty awesome.
I'm an intellectual.
I'll probably talk about this
screen sharing, so never mind.
Oh, he'll turn it on.
You have to ask.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
It's automatic.
Yes, you have to raise your hand, and then you can share the screen.
Like, look at this.
Okay. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
where's Hopsy?
Literally not far from what Lisa just had on. Let's find out.
Hang on. Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, look at that. That's some of the old artwork.
I can't wait for this for a Hopsy to show up on the.
You gotta do a side by side, me and this dude.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's actually Clipper City artwork. So let's do Clipper City.
Okay.
No. Okay.
Those are some boats.
That's a Clipper boat.
It's a 3D boat.
All right, here we go. So
all right.
Bird right here.
Oh, okay. I see it. Okay. Yeah.
I wish we could zoom in a little bit, but I guess not. That's the bird Hopsy.
Okay.
Oh, I see it. Okay, it's like okay, cool.
Yeah. All right.
So
Cool.
it's a cute little bird. It's not like it's anything aggressive, which is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's
No,
not
it's
fun.
all good. No, it's all good. That's cool. All right. Well, way to go, Nick. You got to name a thing at your job.
That's neat.
It actually reminds me of a story. Of my job taking me seriously. This is years ago at Staples. And I mean like
Your job currently doesn't take you seriously?
Would you take me seriously? You don't even take me seriously.
Look at me.
Lisa, what's it like cleaning your room? Apparently Lisa's been cleaning her room.
Sorry,
she's gonna show up in like a hula hoop and a tutu.
I'm drinking water. Like I'm not even drinking anything. I haven't ingested anything. I'm telling you.
We've seen clear booze before.
There might have been a time where I was drinking in a meeting from a coffee mug that did not have coffee in it.
Okay.
No. Several years ago at Staples, they were trying to do like we need to connect with our employees. We need to not be a scary, faceless corporation. We need to not be scary managers. Like we want to appreciate all of our workers. And so they were trying
to give you shortcake.
They were no. We had several pizza parties, though. I will say.
Sounds like what they give teachers.
But they're like, we're gonna do something fun. What we want you guys to do is we want you to write or draw on a piece of paper something you like, something that you're into, and we're going to gather all of these together and we're going to put them on this wall. And then that way everyone's going to know like everyone's likes and what they're into or whatever. And then you also had to provide a picture. Okay.
Oh, this is getting worse.
So, but then they were like, they were like, okay, so, we need to put this on something. We don't want to put it on the wall. And so we need to put, a graphic of some kind, and they couldn't think of like, they were like going back and forth and back and forth. And now the funny thing is, as I'm telling the story, I forgot the ending of it. So you have to give me a minute. It's in my Facebook. So just give me a minute. No.
At the end of the story?
Give me a minute because it's a name of something that I came up with and I'm trying to remember.
Oh, so it's like a punchline thing.
Okay. Yeah. But I got to find it. Just give me 1 second. But
what the fuck? Weren't you there?
No. I just got to remember what the hell we called it. But so they were like, okay, we're gonna put this thing. There it is. I got it. Okay. So we're gonna put this on the wall, and then everyone's gonna turn in a picture of themselves, and then they have to write on this thing what they're into, whether it's like video games or books or whatever. And so they were like, but we need to put this on something. What do we do? And then somebody said, how about like, it's like a tree, like it's a family tree kind of thing. We're gonna do a family tree because we're a family.
Oh, God.
And then they're like, okay, we're gonna print up a picture of a tree, and then we're gonna put each person on like a branch of the tree of their picture and the thing that they're into. No, not quite.
My ears don't show up.
I think it's like apples. Like we're supposed to be like, apples or whatever. But then they were like, we need a name. We need a name for this thing. Like we can't just call it a tree. We can't just call it the thing with the pictures on it. And so me being sarcastic, I was being sarcastic. I want to stress this. Okay. I said, how about you write on there, we're Tree-riffic. And I was expecting it to no, that's stupid. Get the fuck out of here.
I hate that, but I love that.
It's great.
They fucking went with it.
Yeah, that's an elementary school door right there.
And hang on, I gotta. So again, we're doing
a photo of it.
We're doing things for the
Tree-riffic.
Yeah, we're doing things for the YouTube people apparently.
Oh dear, I can't.
I hope you can see it. There, I'm getting closer.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right, I feel that.
Oh my God.
It is really sweet looking though. That little bird like
It is cute. That's a first grade classroom door.
But I'm like, but no, it's like, why did you take this seriously? Like, word Tree-riffic? Like,
why
really,
do we need 4 exclamation points behind it? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
One
That
word
wasn't
is
me.
sufficient.
That was not me. I just came up with the stupid name.
It looks like a Hallmark. They got this clip art of some dove carrying a branch.
I want to stress that I worked at Staples, which has a print center in it. If you've ever gone to the Staples print center. Now I'm all blurry because
you're blurry now. It can't find you.
Ah, shit. All right. Well, let me.
Camera's got to put its glass.
Let me be in the darkness for a minute here. No, I did not expect them to take me seriously. I did not expect them to take me seriously. Like, what?
See what happens? Because normally they don't, right?
They would. I don't think. I didn't even think it was funny. I didn't even think it was a joke.
I think it's funny.
Like, I thought it was like a sarcastic thing. Like, they're not gonna fucking go for that. Like, are you kidding me? Word Tree-riffic? Like, what does that even mean? And then they're like, nope, that's it. $1 million idea, Jason.
Oh my
Good
God.
job. Print it up. Run the printers. We're gonna do it.
In the break room. Let's go, Jason.
Basically, yeah, that's basically what happened. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Oh
well,
my God.
Wonder if me being in Chipotle will make my camera less
What if
blurry.
I was just say, what if you backed up and then came in?
I think I'm just forever gonna be blurry.
You're just blurry.
I think everyone just has glaucoma now.
It's me with oh, there you are.
Oh, there we're
Yeah,
back.
back.
Okay. Yeah, the weed took. Okay, but no, that was my contribution to like a job thing that I cannot believe they took me seriously, because that is the stupidest thing I would ever.
See, this is why you got to be careful contributing, because you never know what they're actually going to listen to.
I really can't believe that's what they took. That was weird. Oh, and then to further add to the sarcasm, because I'm me, my picture was just a drawing of me. And you know what? I may have the drawing. Hang on.
Oh my God. You really just leaned into this.
Yes, I do. I have it. Hang on. I can't believe I have this shit. Okay, so this was my. Let me make this a little bigger on my phone here. Hang on. Because this was back in like 2010, so all cell phone cameras.
How do you still have this on your phone?
It's on my Facebook.
Oh, okay.
So, all right, here we go. So it's gonna take a minute to show up, but this is what I submitted. Okay, so for the listeners at home, it's a very crude drawing of me, back when I had very, very short hair. And then
it's
it says
buzz cut from Beavis and Butthead with glasses.
And then it has my name just written above it. And then on a label maker tape, it just says, "I like movies."
You're a tool.
You need to have a little taco in there too.
Amazing. Oh my God.
Often making
Rehak,
tacos.
was that a racial joke?
No. Every time Jason Teller, every time he and I record together, he's always like, "All right, we're gonna go have dinner.
I'm gonna go
And in
make
my mind,
tacos."
I know what he's gonna have. He's gonna make tacos.
I'm gonna make tacos. You're not gonna fucking believe what I'm having for dinner tonight. I literally took the meat. I put the meat back in the fridge when I got home.
Amazing.
We're handling that meat.
Hey, no.
Like that is really fucking weird. I did not even think about that. No, I struggled with this because I'm like, well, what the fuck do I put? Because like I think I'm a boring person. Even back in 2010.
Hey, come on.
No, back in 2010, you didn't know me as much. I don't think.
It's true.
He's much more exciting from us.
I am very.
You are not a boring person, Jason. Not at all.
I think I'm more exciting now than I was in 2010, definitely. But I didn't know what to fucking put. Oh, and then like the manager kept getting on my ass about it. She was like, "Hey, I need your picture for the tree thing that you came up with," and I'm like,
I'm surprised you didn't put a Mystery Science Theater thing, frankly.
Here's the other thing too, was like I didn't also want to put something that was gonna cause like 1,000 people to come up to me and be like, "What is that?"
Or 3,000 people to come up to you.
I see what you did there.
Like, you know, like I could have, because I was just starting to get into podcasting at that point. Like I just finished the Lambcast for the first time, and I was starting Lair of the Unwanted, and that was kind of all that I've done back then. And then I was like, okay, I'm on a podcast, and then I was like, well, okay, I could do TV shows, and I'm like, whatever. And then I was just like, no, if I put Mystery Science Theater 3000, I'm gonna get 1,000. Like, oh, what is Mystery Science Theater 3000? You know, it's a show with the guy and the robots and the shadows, and like,
Who
oh,
do you work with? My, what is that show?
No, this is how the conversation
No,
would go.
people don't know because it would be some random person. I get it.
No,
I've had to explain it to a
anytime
lot of
I've
people.
ever had to explain MST3K, they first don't know what the hell it is, and then
Until
they go,
you say the little shadows at
and
the
then they
silhouettes at the
go,
bottom.
oh yeah, I think I saw that once when I was a teenager when I was flipping through the channels.
Exactly. That's how I've always described it. The black and white movie with the silhouettes of the guys at the bottom making fun of it, and they go, "Oh yeah."
I go,
Who
yeah,
says flipping through the channels anymore? How
Well,
amazing
they
is
did
that?
then.
Yeah, back in at least 2010, they for sure did. But yeah, I was just like, no, I don't want to put anything where I gotta. So I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I love movies, or I like movies because I do, and I did, and I forever will. But yeah, so that was my contribution to a job thing. Did you change anything, Lisa, at your job? Did you spur a thing that turned into a thing at your job? I know your job's a little more different than ours, but
I mean, not really.
there's school policies because of her, but let's not talk about that.
No, well,
oh,
no.
I'm kidding.
We got the drinking clear mugs now.
I mean,
yep.
I mean, I'm sure there's definitely things I've given input to. Are there things that exist simply because I started them? Not really.
Okay.
I mean, I know that I've had influence on XYZ, but I wouldn't say there was any major thing. I mean, like there have been programs and there have been initiatives that I've spearheaded that I've been in charge of that I'm in charge of this year. But as far as like something that wasn't well, I mean, I've added 2 different classes to the curriculum, so there's that.
Oh, okay, that's something. Yeah.
So my film class, my cinema lit class, and then my horror class that I'm teaching this year for the first time. Those weren't there before me.
No. So, okay. Yeah.
Haunted scenes and stories, I call it, because I give them names that make them sound legitimate, and then, I do what I do.
Okay. That's pretty
Guess
cool.
what they're in the middle of watching right now? You're not going to guess. It's
Poltergeist.
No. Oh, I can't show that nudity. Extreme nudity.
Oh, okay. That knocks out a couple inches of mine.
Honestly, you're not going to guess. It's okay.
Okay.
I'm showing them coherence, Jason.
God.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm doing a section on paranoia and how paranoia. Right. Yeah. So that paranoia driving the fear. So I showed them the original Body Snatchers. I showed them the 1978 Body Snatchers. And now we're watching Coherence. And I'm either going to go to The Game, which am kind of veering out of horror territory, or I might go In the Mouth of Madness.
Ooh.
But then that would veer me. That could work if I decided to go into cosmic horror. I was going to try
space.
So it's like, like
Mandy.
Lovecraft kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to figure out, do I want to veer toward cosmic or do I want to go toward zombies and like Dawn of the Dead? Because I have World War Z that I want to teach them. So we'll see.
Not that zombies is well known enough, but I feel like introducing them to cosmic horror and maybe rapping with zombies would be the way to go. This way it's like, hey, here's something different, and now we know all of this.
Well, because I can do, I showed them the Monsters Are Due on Maple Street with the Twilight Zone. And then like I'm in this weird alien place that I didn't intend to go. So I do want to kind of pull it back, but I like the idea of the cosmic horror where you're like, is this real or is this not real? And kind of throw them off with that. And then I could even get into like Lovecraft country. So I don't know. I have to decide what I actually want to do. I'm building the airplane in the air with this one. So it worked really well first semester. I'm less sure of where I'm going second semester, but God knows I have plenty to pull from. So
that's what makes it exciting and fun, though.
Yes. and lots of tangents. So, but yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's pretty cool though, honestly. I wish I had shit like that when I was in high school.
Yeah. Me too. It's why I create it now. But
yeah. Man. Instead I had to this will if everyone listens to the That's the Bomb episode on Can't Hardly Wait, you'll get this reference, but I had to dodge a bunch of Kenny Fishers.
Oh.
Who, for anyone wondering, Kenny Fisher was played by Seth Green in Can't Hardly Wait, and he was the dude, if you look up the movie poster, he's a dude with the goggles and the baggy pants and the weird clothing or whatever, and he thinks he's an ethnicity that is not his actual color.
Yeah, he was a little thuglet.
Yeah, so he was very...
That's what I call them, thuglets. They think they're thugs that just haven't fully grown into it yet.
And just for everyone, I'm not going to say it, but... in the 90s, when things were okay to say certain things, we called them that.
It was never okay, but we said it anyway. Good God. I know exactly what word you're saying.
I don't know if Nick's being sarcastic with thinking what we're talking about, or...
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Nick lives in Baltimore.
Ask your dad, Nick.
No.
Nick knows.
I love my father, but...
Hey, what was this word begins with a W that they didn't want to say in the other day?
Oh, he's not even worried about the W part. He grew up in a very different time.
Oh, yes. Yep.
No, but that was what I had to navigate around back in high school.
Yep.
But yeah. Okay, yeah, that's all cool. So look at us changing the world at our jobs and
we're trying.
Making things happen. I don't think
you know what? I mean, my whole thing on social media is I'm going to share the silly things. You might get a lot of chaos, but when you scroll my stuff, lately I've been a little bit stronger on things, but lately it's silliness that'll make you laugh and go, what the hell is this now?
I just been posting TikToks.
Yeah.
I've been showing pictures of pins on my hats.
I'm not on TikTok. I don't do TikTok.
I saw those, yeah.
I drew the line.
I put them on Instagram too, Lisa, so I don't want to hear it.
I'm also not on Instagram.
Well, that's a you problem.
I know. I don't use anything. No, I'm not. I just don't take any I don't take pictures of myself. So I'd like to. I'm kind of happy about it because you know what? It means I'm not scrolling endlessly on multiple places. I only have one place that I scroll.
I don't take pictures of myself for Instagram. It's literally pictures of everything but me.
You see, I don't take pictures. It doesn't occur to me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just.
You don't take pictures?
Not really.
What?
What did I do? Not much.
No, I'm just genuinely you. I've just never heard anybody say that before.
It doesn't occur to me to take pictures of things.
Okay.
I know, it's weird.
Okay.
Or it doesn't occur to me to post them. That's the other thing.
I've known Lisa for 4+ years now, and I have gotten used to her oddities.
I don't mean to. It's just weird. It's not like I'm some hipster and I'm like, I don't do that.
No, that's the thing. I don't think you're doing it on purpose. I don't think you're I want to do this.
It is uncommon. Neil and I will go out and we don't take pictures of where we are. We go out. You know, it's just...
Now, I have a habit. If I'm somewhere, I won't take a picture of it if I know I'm going to go back there again.
Sure.
But if I know it's going to be a little bit, I'll take some pictures then.
Well, vacations and stuff. But there are people I know who every time they go out to dinner are taking pictures of themselves. And I'm like, why? I don't know. I don't, it's not, I don't know. You know what it is? I don't like to live that public a life, I guess. I don't know.
But I mean, Lisa says stuff like that, and I'm not surprised anymore. It's taken 4 years for me to just be like,
it threw me off. You don't hear that a whole lot.
But I know you're not doing it on purpose, or you're not trying to be a troll, or you're not anything like that.
And
that's just how you are.
Don't.
That's just how you are.
Genuine.
But it's taken me a few years to get used to that. Because when you first told me I don't do comedies, that a million alarm bells went off in my head, and I'm
I just don't like most of them.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Like,
What
not
kind of person doesn't like comedies? What the
like
hell?
comedy
Well, it's not
movies or
all
stand-up
comedies.
shows, or
So no, when it comes to comedy as a genre, my tastes are very strange.
okay.
Very strange. There's no rationale. I've said this all the way along. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like stupid comedies, but I think Mel Brooks is a genius.
And I want to stress, we're not judging you or nothing. I'm just trying to
No,
tell the audience. But
I
Nick,
don't I don't
Nick,
worry anymore.
ask her about Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, I hate it.
I don't. Okay.
I don't
I
like
feel
it. I
like
don't
I'm
think it's
Bradley
funny.
Whitford in The West Wing, where it's just
I
like,
know.
okay.
I love him. I
What
love Bradley
about
Whitford.
what about the other two? What about Hot Fuzz or The World's End?
I did not see At World's End. I finally watched Hot Fuzz because a friend of mine like argued at me until I did. And the
Mhm.
only thing I really like about that movie is an outtake. I love the gif of the two of them dancing.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
love that gif. I used to use that on everything for a while. That
Okay.
makes me laugh. The rest of the
I
movie was fine.
I I genuinely believe that you should see World's End because as much as it's a comedy, there's a lot of heart and emotion behind it,
It
and
I
is
it's
don't
like
like
not
that.
the
it
usual.
is. It's
It's
the
not the
weirdest one
usual
of the
like
three, like
it
differently
is
genre-wise.
tonally completely
Yeah,
different.
it
Like
really is.
it's
I'm not even kidding. We're not
Oh, I
kidding. We're
believe
not.
you.
It's
100%.
it is like because it threw me for a loop when I saw it in theater. Like
I'll
I
give
was
you a
like,
look.
oh,
I'll give it a look.
this is very different than the other
It's my
two
favorite of the three, and
movies.
I love Shaun of the Dead. Like
Yeah.
favorite of the three
I
Yeah.
and
for
I
me.
it's completely me. I mean, my favorite movie is a comedy, but I mean, like, I don't like a lot
Ghostbusters.
of contemporary comedies.
I guess Ghostbusters
A
is a
lot of what
comedy. Yeah.
comes out now doesn't land for me. I mean,
Mm.
I love Little Miss Sunshine. I love Little Miss. I
Mm.
think that movie is absolutely hysterical. I like a darker, strange comedy. I really, really love Cabin in the Woods.
Mm.
I love Scream. I don't like Scary Movie.
Mm. So you want
Um,
something with a little more heart. You're not looking for witty, goofy. You're looking for like legit humor, like something that is like really tickling that funny bone and not like I don't want to say necessarily a pun, but something
no,
like,
I love a pun. See,
okay,
I
okay.
sound pretentious. I hate saying this, but I sound pretentious. I like more intellectual verbal humor. Physical humor typically doesn't work, but Bruce Almighty, the scene where Jim Carrey is standing off to the side and like making Steve Carell do the blah, 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 will make me cry laughing every time. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I can't explain
Yeah.
which
What are they
comedies I
making?
like and which it's just I know what I like
Hmm.
and I know what I don't like, and just
Mm.
even a premise, I'm like, I'm not gonna like that. And they're like, what are you talking about? It's hilarious. I know, but I'm not gonna like it. I didn't like Heart Eyes at
I still
all.
haven't
I
seen
mean,
that. I have not seen that yet. I'm trying to get to it, but
there is one thing that I
It
laughed
looks
at, but I don't
silly.
remember what now.
mm.
I caught all the jokes. I got all of the references. I think it's very clever for what it is. It's not a
Mm.
movie for me. It was
Mm.
fine. I'm like, okay. Like
What about
I
Clue?
rolled my eyes through a lot of it.
And
Did you like
I'm gonna
Clue?
defend Lisa on this,
Oh,
and
I
that
love
like
Clue. Love
Okay.
Clue.
I will
Love.
defend
Oh,
Lisa
I
on
was
this is
worried.
like she does not judge you for liking these.
No, of
Because
course not.
I have said so many movies that I love, like Billy Madison. Billy Madison is one of my favorite comedies of all time. Lisa, right now, for the audio listeners, is shaking her head. Like I said, hey, go eat a goldfish live right now.
You know what okay, can I give you a comparison now?
Sure, yeah.
I don't like Billy Madison. I don't like
Mm.
Happy Gilmore.
Mhm.
I loved Mr. Deeds.
Okay.
But what
Okay.
I liked about Mr. Deeds were all the To Kill a Mockingbird references and John Turturro.
Okay.
Mm.
And that's
I
fair. I
loved
can
the
see
sneaky,
that.
sneaky thing. The
I can
sneaky,
see
sneaky
that.
thing.
Very, very sneaky.
I can't. It ruined me.
So
I
how
was
about
sitting in the theater and I was the only person laughing at the
okay?
Mockingbird references because I was the only person in the theater who got them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. I'm like,
So is it Totoro in general you like, or is it just because now my
I do
my
like
question
Totoro
is,
in general.
okay, what are your thoughts on The Big Lebowski then?
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay,
I don't dislike
all
it.
right.
I don't dislike it. I understand it for what
Okay,
it is. It's
okay,
not for me.
that's fine. That's fair.
I saw it. I think I didn't hate it. It's just very middle of the road for me.
Totally understand. Yep.
Yeah.
Nick doesn't know what to do with me now.
No.
But yeah, like
it's all good.
It has to be more screwball than slapstick. I can tell you that because I like Bruce Almighty. I like Liar Liar. I like The Wedding Singer. I liked Big Daddy. I hate Dumb and Dumber. I hate Ace Ventura. I know. They're not for me.
Lisa, it's okay. You're okay. I swear we're not judging you. I promise you.
I will say, in my defense, I'm not saying they're bad. Yes, because I'm not saying they suck. Good. I'm saying I don't like them.
Exactly. And see, that's the thing I was about to say. Like, she's not saying they're horrible movies and they're beneath her or nothing. They're just not for her, which is fine. Right. It's absolutely fine. I have come to accept that. That. It's taken me 4 years to come to accept that, but I have come to accept that.
It's very strange. So like in my film class, when my kids, I would let the kids choose the genre and I choose the movies because dear God, every time they chose comedy, I was like, shit. So I usually showed them like My Cousin Vinny. Okay. I would show them Bruce Almighty. I tended to show them. I almost always showed them Little Miss Sunshine. I had a student fall out of his desk laughing at the end of that movie. Yeah. I've shown them what else? I've shown them Clue. Once we showed them the Blues Brothers. Once we showed them
Blazing Saddles.
No.
Oh God.
No. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
I mean, of all
they didn't get the Blues Brothers. They didn't get it. And I'm like, I'm never doing that again. I'm never doing it again because they don't get it. And they didn't get Grumpy Old Men either. They kind of laughed, but they didn't connect. They weren't into it.
No, but like, what is there to get from Grumpy Old Men? Like, it's
they didn't like. They thought Blues Brothers was boring. I was like, oh God, okay.
What?
And I would never show them Ghostbusters because I couldn't handle it if they didn't like it. I would not be able to make it through.
I can understand that.
What Mel Brooks film could you show them?
Spaceballs. I've showed them Spaceballs.
What about you could do Robin Hood Men in Tights?
There's a dick joke. There's a kind of a dick joke in there.
A little on the line with the LGBTQ. Yeah, but a little too much with the gay joke.
Schools are very sensitive. So
how about could you do High Anxiety?
Oh, that's a good one.
They wouldn't appreciate it. They wouldn't get it.
They wouldn't get the references. Yeah. But otherwise, that would be.
High Anxiety has my favorite moment in any Mel Brooks film.
Oh, they're amazing.
Film. When they're sitting at the table and that camera just comes panning in and panning in.
Yep.
And I can remember being like, there's no way it's gonna.
Yep.
I laughed so hard I stopped breathing in my mouth.
I loved it.
No, that's
but see, they have to get the jokes.
But they have to get the references. Yeah.
They won't. Spaceballs is okay.
So it's a whole week of Hitchcock movies. You got to show them The Birds and Vertigo, and then on Friday you show them High Anxiety, and then
that would be amazing. Oh, no, unfortunately. Unfortunately, they usually don't have that kind of attention span. So.
You know what made me laugh in High Anxiety is the Psycho. Here's your paper.
It's so good.
Oh my God. Oh, yeah. I was speaking of. I was reminiscing with Isabel off like on a private thing, and she has hardly seen Cheech and Chong movies.
Oh,
of all people,
right?
Yeah. And so because I asked her if she's seen Born in East LA. Mm-hmm. Have either of you seen Born in East LA? Okay. Highly recommend it. Although you're probably gonna say the same thing she said to me because she Googled what the plot was. I'm gonna tell you what the plot is, and then you're gonna go, maybe 2025 to 2028 is not the right time to watch this movie, but it's about Cheech Marin, who lives in LA, and he goes to work at a factory, but he forgot his wallet at home, and then immigration shows up to deport all of the illegal immigrants back to Mexico. They think Cheech Marin is an illegal immigrant because he doesn't have his wallet. And of course you left your wallet at home. Get in the truck, asshole. Right. And so he gets deported to Mexico, and then the whole movie is him trying to get from Mexico to LA.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna say
Sounds
first,
like a real knee slapper.
it's an 80s movie. First off,
Yeah.
so there's that.
Oh, okay, that makes it better.
Secondly, they actually do handle it with great humor. Because there's a lot of great, like,
Subjective.
Lisa, hang on, Lisa, you're not going to like this movie. Nick, you're probably going to love this movie.
I don't know what that says about me.
Well, no, because it is a little more.
They're getting rid of them all?
Shut the fuck up. That's not what I
Hello,
meant.
Dad? Yeah, I got a good one for you.
That's not what it meant. I meant because of the comedy.
My grandfather was still alive. He'd piss himself laughing, apparently.
Oh, my God.
No, because of the humor in it. Because of just like him trying to cross the border.
Yeah, no.
And there's all this like misunderstanding and miscommunication and stuff like that.
I love a good comedy of errors. I mean,
and that's kind of what this is. But then it made me think about the Cheech and Chong movies. And those I'm gonna say those are kind of an acquired taste and not necessarily weed, but weed will definitely help.
It's like a handful of Kevin Smith films.
Yeah,
for everybody, weed's gonna help it out.
And it's also very much a series that could really only happen in the 70s.
Right.
I think they bring it back.
I know they could modernize it, but
yeah.
Wasn't that Harold and Kumar? I mean,
somewhat, yeah, somewhat.
That's, I mean,
but if anyone listening to this has not seen any Cheech and Chong movies, Up in Smoke, Still Smoking, and Nice Dreams are like my go-tos of Cheech and Chong movies. Nice Dreams is probably the weirdest one because they get a little goofy in terms of like,
unlike the other ones.
Yeah,
well, no,
it's not in the title
because like it's a little like fantasy driven, I guess. Because the cops they take this weed that was made with this weird like stuff in it, and it had lizard DNA in it, and so the one of the cops like ends up smoking it, and then through the whole course of the movie he turns into a lizard. And I mean, at the end of the movie, he's a full-on lizard. And so, but see, that doesn't happen in the other movies. So that's why that's like a weird one.
There's no lizard people in those?
There's
so
no
they're not
lizard.
doing Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas and those?
No, they're not. No, they are not. But Cheech and Chong movies, highly recommend. Born in East LA, I promise you, fucking hilarious.
Now, would it make a good double feature with Born on the 4th of July?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Good grief.
Okay.
No.
What about
definitely.
the Born Identity?
No.
I love it.
No, but yeah. Born in East LA. It's
okay.
Highly recommend all of those, and smoke some weed while you're at it. All right. I think that's all we got for today. Let's go ahead and wrap up the show. We had a fun time here. We had some chuckles. We made Lisa question her identity. I think we've done our job here.
My identity is fine. I am just fine with my identity. Everybody else is questioning my identity.
No, I'm
and
kidding.
What the hell is
No
wrong with me?
here.
But
I've
gotten
kidding.
very used to it.
It's just a cabinet of curiosities, and I'm looking at trinkets confused. That's all it is.
It's all good, Lisa. I promise.
And I'm very much a trinket person, if you haven't noticed.
Oh,
he is. He very much is.
He does like his trinkets.
All right.
I do like your Darth Tater.
Isn't that great?
It's so
Over
good.
the top 2 of the, I think I got 5 different versions of Star Wars.
I love it. I see your sorcerer though over your left shoulder too.
Yeah, I got
Sorcerer Mickey.
I got Hippopotamus Mickey. I got Sorcerer's Apprentice Mickey.
That's what I meant.
Well, no, there's also this guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
There's
Sorcerer's
Sorcerer,
Apprentice.
But this one he's got the buckets of water.
Oh, yes. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love Fantasia.
All right, audio listeners, you should probably go to YouTube, look up Rabbit Hole Podcast, and watch this because you're going to miss all this great visual
Rehak's
stuff.
Background.
This right here, this is a still sealed cassette tape of the Muppet Treasure Island soundtrack.
That's cool. I love that.
The most visual audio podcast in the world. That's what you get here at whatever with Jason Soto.
Yes.
And it is all thanks to our awesome Patreon members. Patreon.com/rabbitholepods is where you can go and you can give us $1. And if you give us $1, you get episodes early. You get bonus content. You get all this written stuff that I did. You get all this video stuff that I did, audio stuff that I did. There's so much. There's 5 years worth of shit on the Patreon that you're just going to be like, I get this for $1? Yes, you do, because I'm fucking weird. But thank you to Chris R for being a Patreon member. You are awesome. Thank you to the Vern. The Vern, as always, thank you. Did you ever get the thing to the Vern, Nick?
Nope.
No,
as soon as you said that in my head, I was like, I really got to send that to him.
You don't want to
off today. I could have easily swung by the post office.
You don't want to owe the Vern, Nick. You don't want to.
No, you don't want to owe the Vern.
I have 8 toes because of that. Carl, thank you so much to Carl. Lackey, thank you, Lackey. Thank you, Lackey. Toby, I want to thank Toby, Patreon member. Thank you. Kevin, thank you so much to Kevin. You are awesome. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay, dog.
Serena, thank you to Serena. Bear, I want to thank Bear. I gotta thank Bear for a lot of things, but I'll talk about that in a future episode. Troy, I want to thank Troy. Thank you so much to Troy. And my new favorite name that came through the Patreon, Frank Doodle Willis. Thank you so much to Frank Doodle Willis. If you want to have your name read on a podcast that you'll be ashamed to play for your family, you can go to patreon.com/rabbitholepods and give us $1, and that will happen there. Go to rabbitholepodcast.com. Check out all the other episodes of this fine podcast. While you're there, go check out every other podcast that is going on over there at the Ye Olde Rabbit Hole Podcast. So many shows to choose from. And yeah, Lisa, thank you so much for being here. Rehak, thank you so much for being here. Love you guys so much. Everyone out there listening, thank you guys for listening to us, for putting up with this weirdness. Wash your goddamn hands and keep your head in the clouds and your feet in the mud. Adios. Copyright 2025. Rabbit Hole Podcasts, rabbitholepodcasts.com.